there are in general two point of view that may be adopted to investigating the behavior of the system, that is macroscopic point of view and microscopic point of view. Okay, so number one, macroscopic point of view, and second is microscopic point of view. This is classical approach, and this is statistical approach. Now first is macroscopic point of view. Macroscopic point of view. It consider variables or characteristics of the system at approximately human scale or larger, which can be perceived by human sense and directly measured by instrument. Okay, it consider variables or characteristics of the system at approximately human scale or larger, which can be perceived by human sense and measured by instruments directly. Okay, it concerned with the overall effect of the action of many molecules. Classical approach deals with the macroscopic properties of the system. Classical approach deals with the macroscopic properties of the system. Classical approach deals with the macroscopic properties of the system. Okay, so salient aspects of macroscopic properties are: no attention focused on behavior or structure of individual particle, volume considered are large compared to molecular dimension, few variables are needed to describe the system, and simple mathematical formulae required. Behavior and activities are time average. Behavior and activities of molecules are time average. Okay, so salient aspects of microscopic salient aspects. Now A, no attention focused on behavior and structure of individual particle. Okay, volume considered are large compared to molecular dimension. Few variables are needed to describe the system. Small mathematical formulae required for analysis. Okay, and last aspect is behavior and activity of molecules are time averaged. Okay, so these are some aspects of macroscopic approach. Summary of macroscopic approach are larger, directly measured by instrument, sense, human scale. Okay, these are summary of macroscopic scale. Now microscopic point of view. Microscopic point of view, as the name suggests, microscopic point of view means at molecular level, and statistical approach means on the basis of probability. Okay, so it consider variables or characteristics of this system at approximately molecular scale or smaller. Okay, molecular level scale or smaller. So salient aspects of this approach are salient aspects require complete knowledge of structure of matter. Structure of matter. Large number of variables are needed to describe the system. Large number of variables are needed to describe the system. Cannot be measured by instrument directly but must be calculated. Okay, cannot be measured by instruments directly but must be calculated. Okay, so that's all about macroscopic point of view or statistical approach. Okay, now properties of the system. Properties of the system. Every system has certain measurable characteristics. Every system has certain measurable characteristics by which the physical condition may be described such as pressure, temperature, volume, etc. Such characteristics are called properties of the system. Okay, so thus properties are coordinate to describe the state of the system that is independent of how the state was attained. Okay, so properties may be of two types: intensive property and extensive property. Intensive property and second one is extensive property. Now first is intensive property. Number one, intensive property. Intensive properties are those properties which are independent on mass. Pressure, temperature, density are intensive properties. It is denoted by lowercase letters except pressure and temperature. Okay, intensive properties are independent on mass, pressure, temperature and density are example of intensive property. It is denoted by lowercase letters except pressure and temperature. Okay, intensive properties means independent on mass. Now second is extensive property. Extensive properties are those properties which are dependent on mass. Mass, volume, energy, enthalpy, entropy, kinetic energy, potential energy, etc. These are examples of extensive properties. Extensive properties are denoted by uppercase letters except mass and number of moles. Okay, extensive properties are dependent on mass, volume, enthalpy, entropy, kinetic energy, potential energy, mass, etc. are examples of extensive property. It is denoted by uppercase letters. Uppercase letters. Except mass m and number of moles small n. Okay, so some key points here. Key points. Ratio of extensive to extensive is equal to intensive property. For example, mass and volume are extensive properties and its ratio will be equal to intensive property. Ratio of two extensive properties will be equal to intensive property. For example, mass per unit volume equal to density. Here mass is extensive property, volume is extensive property, and density is intensive property. Okay, so ratio of two extensive properties will be equal to intensive property. Now second key point is, if extensive property is divided by mass or number of moles, then the result will be equal to, or it will be results in a specific intensive property, that is specific volume and specific energy. If extensive property is divided by mass, then it will results in a specific intensive property. That is specific volume, specific energy, etc. Okay, so these are key points. Okay.